7 months after the wildfires on Maui, the state continues to support the island's rebuilding efforts. It's also working on ways to prevent the tragedy from happening again with new sensors. James Barros, administrator of the Hawaii Emergency Management Agency, joins us once again to talk about what the state is doing. Good morning, Administrator. Thanks for stopping by again.
Aloha. Aloha.
Aloha. Now, there was an announcement just last week about these new fire sensors. Tell us more about it.
So, U.S. Fire Administration, Dr. Lori, we started talking about this new technology, and Hawaii is kind of like the beta test for these sensors. And we were able to secure 20 per county, so the fire chiefs can use these and place them where they're high-risk areas. And interestingly enough, what we found out is that these sensors are cloud-based. It's AI. They'll talk and they'll learn. The 20 sensors will learn from each other and be able to sense if there's fire through the atmospherics that it's collecting.
So through AI, this will help prevent fires from spreading rapidly.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll tell us, how fast the fire is moving, if it's where it's moving, and almost they want to get these sensors to where it's pre-fire, right? So before it even starts to move, before it gets out of control, where the fire department's on it already.
And what's the timeline with the sensors?
We'll get some of them in April. And then they'll start to deploy them. So the fire chiefs, they kind of decide with their teams, okay, here's where we want to place them. And we're working with Office of Homeland Security, Science and Technology, so that they're placed so that they can continue to communicate with each other. So all 20 will talk to each other to learn from each other.
Very interesting.
Yeah, so the sensor, eventually the sensor will know that, okay, that's not a fire, that's an imu. It'll learn.
That's true. That's a good point, right? Because it's going to sense any kind of smoke. It's going to go off. And does it go off, or it just kind of alerts? Yeah,
it'll send an alert to however the county sets it up, the fire department. So it might alert, their 911 or the station that it's connected to. So we're still working that kind of procedures out.
So it's not like the public is going to hear a siren or anything like that?
No,
right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Can you talk about other fire mitigation efforts?
At fire mitigation efforts across the state, they're looking at fire mitigation. But when we look at mitigation, we're really looking at fire is one of the 15 hazards that HIEMA identified. And we have 7 that are high. And fire is one of them because of what happened on Maui. But we still have tsunamis and hurricanes, right?
Right.
And we're looking at mitigation projects across the state that address all 15 of them.
All 15?
All 15, yeah. And what's key right now is the state of Hawaii is going to be postured to receive federal funds for mitigation projects. That if we take advantage of this opportunity, we would build a very resilient state from every island as we address some critical infrastructure, as we address some community needs. So we got to really take advantage of this opportunity.
Now, speaking of the community and their needs, there is a way or ways that they can help support the state in these efforts.
Yeah, one we're updating our HHARP, our community-based programs. And what we're trying to do, and we're doing, is we're learning from what West Maui community did following the fires, how they came together, rallied, and supported one another. We want to take that model and put it in other communities so that they can learn that when they're isolated, that here's a model, here's how we can support one another.
And then there's also, they can support at the legislature.
Right. Because there's a bill still alive, and I can't remember the number, but it's the governor's green fee or his climate fee. That one will provide funds. In the bill right now, it's to DLNR, but DLNR and HAIMA will partner up so that we can use some of that funds to support our mitigation projects.
All right, sounds good. Administrator Barros, thanks for stopping by once again. Have a good day.
You too.